harpy eagle. The harpy eagle is one of the deadliest birds of prey on the planet, and it absolutely looks the part. Females can weigh over 20 pounds, with talons longer than a grizzly bear's claws and enough grip strength to crush bone in a single squeeze, no second bite required. You'd expect an animal built like this to rule open skies, but instead, it spends most of its life hidden deep within the rainforest canopy of Central and South America, rarely seen and even more rarely heard. It hunts sloths and monkeys, gliding silently between branches before striking with sudden, explosive force. There's no warning call, no circling overhead. One moment the canopy is still, the next it isn't, and by the time anything reacts, it's already over. That combination of stealth and raw crushing power is exactly what makes the harpy so lethal. Most prey never even see what killed them. Young harpy eagles stay dependent on their parents for over a year, learning to strike with that same precision at full speed through cluttered branches. Habitat loss remains its greatest threat, as vast stretches of rainforest disappear each year. For an animal that looks like it belongs in a world before ours, its survival now depends entirely on trees it never chose to lose. Bald eagle. The bald eagle is one of the most recognizable birds in the world, chosen as a national symbol for its striking white head and commanding presence. Ironically, Benjamin Franklin once criticized the choice, calling it a bird of questionable moral character. And honestly, he had a point. Bald eagles are skilled fishers, but they're just as happy stealing a meal from an osprey that did all the actual work, swooping in at the last second to claim a fish it never caught. This habit of aerial theft, known as kleptoparasitism, is surprisingly common for a bird associated with strength and independence. So much for majestic, but don't let the theft fool you. A bald eagle's talons exert over 400 pounds of pressure per square inch, more than enough to snap the spine of a fish or small mammal in an instant. They also build some of the largest nests of any animal on Earth, some weighing over a ton after years of continuous use by the same breeding pair. By the 1960s, pesticide contamination had pushed the species to the edge of extinction in the United States, with fewer than 500 nesting pairs remaining. Following a ban on DDD and decades of protection, bald eagle populations rebounded dramatically, turning a near-extinct symbol into one of conservation's clearest success stories. Golden eagle. Golden eagles are found across a wider range than almost any other eagle species, from the mountains of North America to the steppes of Central Asia. Their eyesight is extraordinary, letting them spot a hare from nearly 2 miles away, while soaring at altitude, giving them a killing advantage most predators can only dream of. In parts of Mongolia and Kazakhstan, golden eagles have been trained by hunters for centuries, a tradition still practiced today, where these birds take down foxes and even wolves far larger than themselves, proof of just how much damage those talons can do. Courtship displays involve dramatic aerial dives, with pairs locking talons mid-air and tumbling together, before releasing at the last possible moment, essentially free-falling as a trust exercise thousands of feet above the ground. They're fiercely territorial, defending hunting grounds that can stretch for dozens of miles, patrolling the same ridgelines for years. Despite their strength, golden eagles face growing threats from collisions with wind turbines and power lines, a modern danger no amount of deadly instinct prepared them for. Philippine eagle. The Philippine eagle is among the largest and rarest eagles on Earth, found only in the dwindling rainforests of the Philippines. Locally nicknamed the monkey-eating eagle, it hunts flying lemurs, snakes, and civets, in addition to primates, using immense strength to snatch prey directly from the treetops without ever needing to land. With a wingspan exceeding 7 feet, it needs vast, unbroken forest to hunt effectively, habitat that has shrunk dramatically over the past century as logging pushes deeper into its range. Its bite force and talon grip, quote, kill prey almost instantly, a small mercy considering how few chances this eagle gets to hunt at all. Pairs mate for life and raise just one chick every 2 years, an incredibly slow reproductive rate for a species already fighting to survive. Fewer than a few hundred breeding pairs are believed to remain in the wild, a number small enough to fit inside a single stadium section. For a bird once considered nearly mythical by early explorers, one that inspired legends of giant birds carrying off children, its future now rests entirely on how much forest is left standing. Do you find these apex killers just as fascinating as I do? This is exactly the kind of content I publish, so don't miss out. Subscribe now. Martial eagle. The martial eagle is Africa's most powerful eagle, and arguably its most efficient killer, taking down prey far larger than itself, including small antelope, monitor lizards, and even young cheetahs. Its talons exert enough force to crush the skull of a mid-sized mammal in a single strike, which is a genuinely unsettling thing to picture. Unlike eagles that rely on stealth, the martial eagle often hunts from soaring flight, dropping from great heights in a near vertical dive that leaves almost no time to react, hitting prey with the force of a falling anvil. It's a solitary bird, defending an enormous territory that can span hundreds of square miles across open savanna, patrolling alone rather than relying on a mate for backup. This need for space has put it in direct conflict with farmers, who sometimes view the eagle as a threat to livestock, leading to declining populations across much of its range. Despite ruling the sky above it, the martial eagle now survives in a landscape increasingly shaped by human boundaries rather than its own. Crowned eagle. The crowned eagle is often described as Africa's most powerful bird relative to its size, with a grip strength among the strongest recorded in any raptor, and a kill method that's just as brutal. It hunts primarily in dense forest, ambushing monkeys and small antelope from concealed perches before striking with overwhelming force, often killing prey heavier than itself in a single coordinated attack that leaves no room for escape. Unlike open sky hunters, it relies on patience, sometimes waiting motionless for hours before committing to a single decisive strike, more sniper than fighter jet. Courtship displays are elaborate, with pairs performing synchronized aerial loops high above the canopy, calling to one another the entire time as if narrating their own performance. Its calls, sharp and piercing, can carry for long distances through thick forest, often heard well before the bird itself is ever seen, which makes encountering one in person even more startling. As African forests face increasing pressure from logging and agriculture, the crowned eagle's world is quietly shrinking around it, one felled tree at a time, and with it, one of the forest's most efficient killers loses ground it will never get back. Steppe eagle. Steppe eagles are long-distance travelers, migrating thousands of miles each year between breeding grounds in Central Asia and wintering areas across Africa and the Middle East, crossing entire countries without a single rest stop. Unlike many eagles that specialize in a single hunting style, the steppe eagle is remarkably opportunistic, feeding on rodents, carrion, and even insects when larger prey isn't available, a flexibility that has kept it alive in genuinely harsh environments, where hesitation means starvation. This adaptability has helped it survive in open grasslands, where food can be unpredictable from one season to the next, forcing it to be an efficient killer rather than a picky one. Steppe eagle populations have declined sharply in recent decades, largely due to electrocution on power lines and poisoning along migratory routes, dangers that didn't exist a century ago and that no amount of adaptability can outrun. Once considered common across the steppes of Asia, the species is now listed as endangered, a steep fall for a bird built to cover more ground than almost any other eagle alive. Wedge-tailed eagle. The wedge-tailed eagle is Australia's largest bird of prey, with a wingspan that can stretch beyond 8 feet and talons built to take down prey many times its own size. It's a master of soaring flight, riding thermal currents for hours while barely moving its wings, conserving energy as it scans the outback below like it owns the place. And in many ways, it does. Its diet ranges from rabbits and kangaroos to carrion, and it isn't above scavenging roadkill when the opportunity presents itself, proving that even the deadliest predators appreciate a free meal. Wedge-tailed eagles often hunt in pairs, working together to overpower prey too large for a single bird to manage alone, coordinating in a way that turns a lethal weapon into an even deadlier team. Sightings of these eagles circling high above the Australian desert have become an iconic image of the continent's wild, open spaces, a quiet reminder of just how much power can move silently through the sky. If these eagles left you as amazed as they left me, don't scroll past without subscribing. This is exactly where I break down the world's deadliest predators, one species at a time.